what's up, Tom fans? Hey, so I'm coming at you with a new reaction. This is the brand new release today, of God Mode by Tom MacDonald. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and here we go.
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring.
Whoa.
Tell them I'm sorry. I've been rapping about things that I feel are important. I can talk about how rich I am, all these little rappers that I'm bigger than. I could show you the impact addiction had, how the liquor turned me to a different man. I'm not the kid who was visiting Disneyland. I'm not a perfect Christian, have a sinner's past, but I sobered up, prescriptions hit the trash. Now I'm sitting back with 50 billboard plaques, $20 million and a million fans. Middle fingers flipping, I can't flip them back. I'm so independent, so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan. I am the truth, I am the...
Oh, man. He's going at them. He's going at all the people that basically are like, you're too political, Tom. You're too political. You're way too out there now. Whatever happened to freedom of speech, yo? He's saying, I overcame all of this stuff, and yet you guys are going to be on me about being too political. I overcame addiction. I overcame all of this bad stuff, and you guys are gonna, like, really come at me like that? That's not cool, bro. That's not cool, basically, is what he's saying. And I'm digging his contacts. His contacts are awesome.
I'm so independent, so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan. I am the truth, I am the GOAT, I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world, and you can beat them if you just believe. They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do.
That's not fair. That's not fair. So, okay, let me say something really quick. People are telling him he's going to hell. Why? Because he's rapping? Because he's rapping about something he believes? That's not cool. As far as my Bible says, that if you're judging somebody else, you're basically talking about yourself. Basically talking about yourself. It's Romans 2:1, by the way.
Going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves. The only way they can make sense of my famous claim, I worship Satan and labels have helped. I don't have an advantage, it's natural talent. You're
Dang, he said they're saying I worship Satan and labels have helped. I mean, if you think about it, what do most like, mainstream rap labels rap about? They rap about girls, they rap about money, they rap about clout, they show their money, they show their cars, they show all these kinds of things, and that makes total sense that he would use that reference. That makes sense. Money's like, what you choose to do with money is, yeah, that's a whole thing in and of itself.
Worship Satan and labels have helped. I don't have an advantage, it's natural talent. Your ego is damaged, admit that you failed. I remember back when I was the only political rapper. What the hell happened? All of a sudden everyone who never gave a damn got political and started rapping. Tragic, I should be flattered. Man, I created the genre, they practically jacked it. Acting like they're in the conversation, they ain't nowhere near it, on a different planet. This is not YouTube, this is upper...
He's saying, I was the first one. I was the first one. You guys copied me, and then you're trying to hijack my own stuff? No. Like, you could sit back, Charlie Brown. You could sit back.
They ain't nowhere near it, on a different planet. This is not YouTube, this is upper echelon. President of Sony on my telephone. I get what I want, how I want, when I want, until the day that I'm dead and gone. The internet in love with beef, they want rappers at war. But I don't care who's coming at me, I swore that I wouldn't do...
I mean, that's not out of, like, the realm of possibilities. Then the internet wants rappers at war. You see how popular diss tracks are. You see how popular they are. You see how popular those Inquirer magazines are that exaggerate the truth. I mean, in fact, they'll even lie to you. It'll say something like, this person divorced this person, and yet all they're doing is taking a break for a week because one person's going out of the state. And it's like, that's not divorce. That's just literally going on a vacation. You go on a little staycation or a vacation. But yet they're stretching the truth. And it's the same thing that happens. Bad publicity sells. Bad publicity sells. And people like it when people beef. I mean, that's why whenever you see like a front cover of a newspaper, it's almost always bad. There's rarely ever anything good on the first page of a newspaper.
on the internet in love with beef, they want rappers at war. But I don't care who's coming at me, I swore that I wouldn't do disses no more. The last time I battled the man that I trampled, lost his career and then had a divorce. That wasn't fair, homie got torched. I feel the weight like I'm carrying around a corpse. Still no deals.
Oh, buddy. So okay, so this shows the character of Tom. He's saying, look how badly that this diss actually like ruined someone's life. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sure he's trolling too, but we'll see.
Still no team, still just little old me. Still making fun of the whole industry. Still rap on my own beats. I'm the only
Yeah. So it shows the character that he has. That he's just like, I remember being the little guy. I don't want to spit on the little guy. I want to help empower other little guys. And he's an empowering guy. He's definitely an empowering guy. What he does and the music that he puts out there hits a lot of people. He's grown on me. 100% he has grown on me. Him and I have a super similar story. We both came from drugs. We both came from homelessness. We both came from broken homes. Go down the list.
Rap on my own beats. I'm the only multi-millionaire in my family tree. I keep hearing rumors that my parents rich and that's how I got in the lead. That's a big L-I-E. If you want to know the truth, I guess I can show you why I move like this. Let me take you back into my head, tell you about the movie I live. Former alcoholic, nothing in my wallet. Every doctor said that I was depressed. Should be in a coffin or inside a cardboard box and addicted to meth. I was sleeping on my best friend couch, always dreaming of a West End house. We was living in a basement, sweet east side, praying we'd get out. Motorcycles on the front lawn, bunch of crackheads in the alley. Open up my bedroom window and tell them there's empty bottles they can have. Cops at the door, I couldn't sleep, making up noodles to eat for a week. I couldn't stomach the food I was making if I wasn't high, so I always had weed. Leaving the crib and the neighbors are tripping, I flip them the bird, I ain't stopping to talk. They leaving us notes on the passenger window cause we always park in the whip and they spot. 10 in the morning we sipping on 40s and taking the Honda Civic up the block. Looking for one of my homies who living on the street cause he got addicted to rock. Waiting in line at church, they giving out food. I would pull up every second.
Oh man, dude. Oh. Wow, Tom. Wow. He's real. Wow. Yeah, so he's giving a real life story. Like, he's painting a picture right now of what his life looked like before. And people are sitting here telling him that his life now isn't right. He's not doing this right. He's not doing that right. Well, guess what? He isn't doing any of that right either. And I'll tell you, for me, I'd rather see him over here doing well than see him over here still getting high. I'd rather see him over here doing well with his multi-millions than see him over here picking up rocks. That's... No. And the thing is, like, this goes back to, like, where your support system is. If you're in this situation where people are sitting here saying that the life you have now isn't where it should be, great. Guess what? That applies to all of us. All of us. Every single one of us, including the person who's saying that. Because the life that we used to have is probably torment. It's probably some sort of drug addiction, domestic violence. It's probably some sort of jail time. Probably some sort... You go down the list. Maybe not all of them apply. Maybe you grew up in the system. And maybe your life now is a whole lot better than it used to be. I can tell you, for me, before I was a Christian, my life was hell. I hated my life. Tom and I have so many commonalities between the drugs, between the homelessness, between the yeah. And so it always, like, it irks me whenever people say that this life ain't good enough. I'll tell you, when I became a Christian, it was like people just fleed. And yeah, John 3 says that people will flee from darkness. I know that. I'm not completely out, opposed to that. And when I became a pastor, even more people fleed. Because people tend to put pastors on pedestals and they forget that we're human. We're human. Just because we have this role right here doesn't mean that this no longer is a thing that impacted our life. Just because our role is right here, where this is a brand new believer and this is us, we're just in a different role. God called us to a role. We're walking in this life where we're not perfect either. But yet, people are sitting here slamming Tom for this life that he has. And they're sitting here saying, they're not even saying anything about this. But this right here, this life over here, is what the mainstream rap community actually raps about. The money, the drugs, the getting high, the getting laid, all these kinds of things. And they completely forget about the successes like what Tom has right now. And that's amazing. Tom, if you ever watch this, bro, I am so proud of you, man. I am so beyond proud of you. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to them. We don't have to agree on things politically. I don't care, bro. This is an art form. This is your art form. This is your voice. Yours.
Church, they giving out food. I would pull up every second Sunday, get some horrible.
Yep. So pulling up in the church, getting food. That's how I got off the street. I actually had showed up to a church, and and this was before I was even a Christian. I showed up to a church, and I was like, great, I'm about to burst into flames right now. I walk up to the front door, and it shows that there's a picture around back. So I'm like, great, here we go. I'm going to be buried in a church backyard. And this is where I was. I was like, God's going to, like, smite me right now. Like, I was so angry. I was angry with God. And so I walked around, and I remember walking down this little pathway, and I saw a garden, and I'm like, yep, my foot's going to be cut off and buried there. My fingertips going to start sprouting off onion roots there. Like, all these kinds of like really irrational thoughts were flooding through my mind. But this is the thought that a lot of people have when they walk onto a church property. The same kinds of thoughts. And church, God, Jesus, him, Jesus, is the one who got me to where I am today, to where I'm over here and I'm successful in my life. I may not have a whole lot of money. I don't need a whole lot of money. I have my Lord and Savior here. And you know what? I'm not perfect. Just like he said earlier. He's not a perfect Christian. He's a sinner. We're all sinners saved by grace through faith. All of us. Doesn't matter if you're a pastor, if you're a deacon, or if you're a first-time believer. Guess what? Jesus' blood covers you. And we don't ever stop needing it. That's the other thing. So, Tom, I'm proud of you, bro.
Enough food. I would pull up every second Sunday, get some hard-boiled eggs and juice. That was the move. I was a broke boy, then I blew up. I was suicidal, yeah, the mood sucked. Now I've been rich, I done made hits. I've been praying, I don't screw it up. And now that I've blown up, they're mad that I've grown up. They missing my old stuff. They say my political music's all sounding the same and the flow suck. I'm never gonna...
Yeah, see? They're saying they're missing the old stuff. They're missing the stuff that's over here. They're missing the drugs. They're missing the all of the things that don't make him successful. That's what they're missing. I remember, like I mentioned, a lot of people just flee. When you start doing well, your friend group will change naturally. And if your friend group doesn't change, you might not be growing. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean that in a way of like, not everybody's going to be on the same level as you. And it doesn't mean that you're better like this. No. It means that if other people are refusing to drop the drugs, refusing to drop the addictions, and they are a constant bad influence on you, you might need to make a choice. Does your life matter more than that drug? Just saying. Tom had to make some choices, and in his choices, when he made his music, I think he chose the right way, even if I don't agree with the political stuff all the way. There's a lot that him and I do agree on. I love the fact that he said in the Machine video that I'm not Republican and I'm not a Democrat. That's awesome. That's awesome. He said he took the red pill. I had a comment on that video that was like, my friend, I hate to say it, but I think you took the red pill too. But that's because, like, from what I'm hearing, classical liberalism is basically like taking the red pill. And my wife and I are in the same boat, and a lot of what he raps about, we agree. It's just the reality. There's a lot that we don't agree on, but there's a lot that we do agree on.
That I've grown up, they missing my old stuff. They say my political music's all sounding the same and the flow suck. I'm never gonna be the old Tom or recapture the magic of old songs. I don't know, Tom, you the GOAT, Tom. Give me what I want or I will go, Tom. Shut up! I'm not the guy
Oh.
that you fell in love with back when I was young and dumb. Always getting drunk, taking hella drugs, living in the ghetto, no food for a month. Couldn't pay the power bill, the shower filled with towels molding hella bugs. That was the old Tom, that was broke Tom. Stop saying you miss who I was. Now you can give me all the Gucci, give me all the Louis, give me everything I want at once. Give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers, give you everything I have just to be loved. Now they call me racist and they say I'm canceled, but I guarantee you that there will be blood. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't stopping nothing, I'ma really go there, I don't give a... I'm the best thing going right now, they can't mess with me. I've been up, I've been down, I climbed out my grave, I've been great. Wait, before today and I'll be great till I decide to walk away. Woo! I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist.
Dang! He's gonna be great until he walks away. Dude, Tom, I love that message. I love it, man. Oh my gosh. I love this message. I love this man. He's so cool. He's so inspiring. He looks like he's at the top of Mount Everest right here. And he's like, I'm not gonna stop. I'm already at the top. I'm not gonna stop.
To walk away. And I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist getting Billboard plaques. I showed everybody how to beat the record labels and still I don't get no thanks. Everybody who's been hating on me copies every little thing I'm doing. I mean, they dress like me, sign CDs, no one is buying their music. I'm the blueprint for these YouTube kids.
Oh, they dress like him, sign like him, but nobody's buying their music. Oh, man. Jeez, Tom. Oh, that's so great. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny in the sense of, like, you know, it's like what he was talking about with the diss track earlier. He doesn't want to ruin people's careers. He just wants to have his career and have people not come against him. It doesn't seem like that's so far-fetched. You don't ever see, you never, ever, ever, ever see some random person commenting on a medical assistant's job telling them how to do their job. Rarely ever. You rarely ever see somebody who doesn't have a customer-facing job, who is only on the computer, and you rarely see the public responding to them the way that they're responding to Tom. If they won't respond to those people that way, they shouldn't be responding to Tom's stuff that way. It's reality. It's art. It's art. You know, and it's going to be something different for him than it is for other people. And if people don't like the fact that he has changed over the years, he's bettered himself. I mean, come on, think about it this way. He's not on drugs anymore. He's clean. He's sober. What kind of brain do you have to have that says, I miss Tom when he was high? Come on, yo. Just be happy for the man that he got sober, and then support him because he got sober. You know how hard that is? That's incredibly difficult.
I mean, they dress like me, sign CDs, no one is buying their music. I'm the blueprint for these YouTube kids. Every single little view you get, every time you get an iTunes check, you just imitate what I do best. I'm on Fox News, I'm on Rolling Stone, in the New York Times, on the radio. Got 1 billion views, Millie on the gram. You still paying to be verified, man. I am the reason that Billboard removed all the digital sales charts off their website. I was outperforming label artists and executives pressured them to hit the red light. Universal, Warner Music, Sony, CEOs wanted me dead, but they ain't never gonna really kill me. They just cancel the digital charts instead. Stop telling me that anyone else is bigger than I.
Wow. I love this so much. Oh, this is so great. Okay, so he's saying that basically mainstream music is trying to cancel him. I adamantly dislike the cancel culture. I think it's stupid. I think it negatively impacts people too much. I mean, people tried to cancel Target. People tried to cancel Bud Light. People tried to cancel, Netflix. People tried to cancel Amazon. What's the point? All you're doing is impacting other people's lives. Like, seriously, all that did was, if especially big corporations, all they're going to do is cut people's hours. They're not going to lose any money. They're just going to shift their allocated money. Literally, that's it. And the only people that suffer is us, people.
I am. Go get the Nielsen sound scan numbers. Tell me what you find, man. Who's the biggest I am? They're angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian. I live in the States. I gave 200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could have retired 3 years ago, basically. Go check my bank account, buddy. I'm crazy rich. I don't need money. I rap because I'm made for this. I am only doing this because
Alright, so really quick, I was trying to find my mouse and it wouldn't let me find it. So he said something. He said, I may have been born in Canada, but I'm an American. I do this, I do that. I'm patriotic. Here's the thing. People have dual citizenship. Does that mean they're not a country, or they're not a member of the U.S. or citizen of the U.S.? Does that mean they're not a citizen of the other country that they have dual citizenship with? That's not what that means. It means they have dual citizenship. For him, he lives here. If he has a visa, he lives here. Guess what? He probably lives here because he likes America. People don't just come to America if they don't like America. Literally. If they coming here to build a life, they are coming here for a reason. Again, leave the man alone. Just let him do his thing. He's really good at it. Even if we don't agree politically, he's really good at what he does. He's really good at the beats. He's really good at rapping. Just let him do what he's good at, man.
Crazy rich, I don't need money, I rap cause I'm made for this. I am only doing this because I love it. I told every record label they can shove it. Rappers hate on me, but I'm above it. 93 Shawn Michaels, everyone can suck it. They want photos when they see me out in public. Then they trash me in the comments, what a bummer. I sign autographs and spill my guts and stomach. All I get is people praying that I'll plummet. I came a long way, dreamt of this all day. I should have saw graves, but God saves. I got faith, what a loser. I needed boost to maneuver, bottles of hooch in the cooler. Now I'm the proof that you can choose to be a trooper and regroup and pursue a future, be a ruler. Screw all the rumors and all the dudes who be acting stupid on computers. Hate is a fuel that humans can use to improve themselves if they don't let their wounds ruin their movement. You can do it and then you can lose it. You can choose to view it through some different pupils. You can shoot for the moon if you miss it, recoup it, and then execute it till you make it through it. There ain't no excuses, the rules are confusing, so break them and use them to find the solution. The truth is you're losing till you are immune and you turn the abuse into your revolution. I've been addicted to plenty of pills, poor and mentally ill. If I can do it, you can do it. I went from homeless and drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget
I love this man. Oh my gosh, I think I probably said I love this man like 5 or 6 times over this video, but I love this man. 7. Alright. He is encouraging you. People. He's encouraging you. He's encouraging people in general. That's why I don't ever understand why people have such an issue with people like Tom. It's not always political. There are a lot of things that he says that show his character. He's a stand-up guy. You can tell. I can tell. We have different political views, and I can tell. And he's a political rapper. And we have different political views, and yet I can still tell he's a stand-up guy. Guess what? He's allowed to have his views. I'm allowed to have my views. He just loves people. He wants to just be who he is in a place where that's not constantly coming against him. Cancel culture is a real thing. And unfortunately, I hate it. Not unfortunately that I hate it. I hate it, but unfortunately it's here. Just to word that correctly. Okay.
Drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget the wins. So many plaques inside the crib, they getting hard to live. They so jealous, I'm just glad that I ain't them. I ain't them. They got money, they got pennies, they got dollars, but they ain't been making any sense. They got hundreds, they got thousands. I got 10, 11, 15, 20 something names. But this ain't always what my life was like. Honestly, it still give me chills. Way before all of my viral songs. Before I was living in Beverly Hills. Way before I went and sobered up. Back when me and Brandon couldn't pay the bills. Way back when I should have been locked up. Overdosed or getting killed. My sister called me from the hospital. Said her job's killing her and that was a fact. She working overtime often. Out of options. Having panic attacks. Didn't let her finish talking. Told her walk in and to quit and call back. Next thing I know she's in California and she's working for Hangover Gang. And daddy always told me I was special and one day I would conquer the music business. And I guess he was right, cause look at my life. I just bought him a new Porsche for Christmas. And mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would've never have fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her. This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund.
So really quick, I want to comment on the family thing. I think it's so incredible. He has a way of saying, you know what? My life was really bad, now it's good, and now I'm giving back to those who helped me get here. I'm giving back to those who, if I were to, and I'm just throwing this out there, if I were to ever come into that kind of money, my mom would be taken care of. My mom, such a good mom, and she's such a good mom. I grew up with basically just her and my brother, and such an incredible mom. It's actually funny. She found my YouTube channel and she was like, "I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. You didn't even tell your own mom." And I'm like, "Sorry, I thought I did." But like that's the thing though. My mom worked so hard. She worked 60 hours a week to try to take care of us. We never had, we never had those food stamps. We never had anything like that. She busted her butt to take care of us. And I remember becoming an adult and thinking, "Oh my gosh, how did my mom do it?" Because it was hard enough to take care of myself when I was homeless those 7 years. Let alone try to take care of 2 kids on top of that. Keep a roof over their head. And I always think back and I'm just like, "Mom, you were such a great mom. You taught us right. You taught us to use our words and not our fists. You taught us to say please and thank you. You taught us manners. You taught us how to love people. Good parents, and you just give back to your good parents. Give back to your good parents." And this doesn't say my dad's not a good one too. My dad, he came back when I was 18. I have a relationship with him now, but I didn't for pretty much my entire childhood. For a year out of my childhood, that equated to for about 2 months, 2 or 3 months if they were consecutive days. Yeah, but he's good too. He's good as an adult. Yeah, get back into this.
For a fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her. This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund, this ain't good luck, this ain't silver spoon, this is hard work, this is long nights, this is all me, this is what I do, this is palm trees and Ferraris and a calm breeze and a pretty view. If you don't believe I deserve it, then you never lived the life I did and you wouldn't make it through. I came out of a city where I still don't get no respect. I moved away and I blew up and everyone else is still stuck in the town that I left. I'm not impressed, and they've been saying my video views are all fake, and I honestly hope it helps get them some rest. I'm worth like 30 million dollars, all you bums are living check to check. Now everybody is an enemy, they all jealous that I'm a celebrity. Well, screw them, screw the government, screw the record label, screw the mainstream. I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals, and I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me.
Should not be laughing at that. Oh my gosh. He's saying, if you're not cool with me, I'm just going to say talk to the hand, but that actually means something different. That's basically what he's saying.
And I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still. All your hate completes me, I can't be killed. Y'all just wanna be me, maybe be chill. Leave them bleeding in a wheat field. All my missiles heat seek, you can beat me. Homie, keep still. I can tell that you don't eat meat. Ton of green beans, you a vegan when the beef's real. Everybody saying I'm
You a vegan when the beef's real. Oh my. So funny.
You don't eat meat, ton of green beans, you a vegan when the beef's real. Everybody's saying I'm fake, but they're the ones who really faking though. And their songs all on YouTube, well my song's on the radio. They claim they hate fame, but they change when they need streams. Then they say names and play games and take aim and hate on me. Wait, I got one more thing I gotta say. I don't need any more money. These days I just do it for all of my fans. I pray to God I inspire somebody or show someone who thinks they can't that they can. I'ma keep going till I'm in the coffin. I promise no stopping till I kick the can.
One of the things that Tom has really done for me personally, because Tom is inspiring. He's incredibly inspiring. When I was homeless, I actually started music production school. And, I had realized in 2014 that I liked rapping, personally. I won't freestyle, Every once in a while, sure, but not on live. I don't want to be embarrassed. But writing in general, I mean, I wrote my wife 2 songs that eventually I would love to record. But a lot of the songs that I wrote that people have said are really good have a lot of cuss words in them, and I just don't feel confident or comfortable as a pastor to put those out into the world. I did have them on SoundCloud, and then I took them off of SoundCloud because of the cuss words. But he has inspired me to consider picking back up the pen. He really has. We have such similar stories, and he's so motivating. And I don't think I was rapping about personal stuff, breakups, things like that. But this guy is just incredible. He is incredible. And I'm so glad that he made it through that muck and that mire. I'm so glad for him.
I'ma keep going till I'm in the coffin. I promise no stopping till I kick the can. To the day that they're dropping my box in the ground, it's Hangover Gang.
Hangover Gang. That's what's up. Hangover Gang. That is epic. That's epic right there. This track was fire. This track was awesome. Oh my goodness. There's so much here. And guys, if you're in that place where you feel like, you are stuck between choosing your old life versus moving forward, know that you have a lot of people here. I know I'm not the only reactor that feels this way. You have a lot of people here who want you to succeed. We really do. And as a pastor, I want you to succeed. If you ever need to just vent, feel free to send me an email. Do whatever you need to do. Outside of that, thank you for being on this journey with me, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.